What's up? What's up? First live stream 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. Um, I'm glad to be back. It feels good. It feels good to be in front of the camera in the studio and cooking up some really cool stuff. Over the holidays, it was just straight up editing, and I did the top 30 albums, which it was really cool. That got a pretty cool response, and people were digging into it, and hard work paid off. But man, I thought I was gonna have the James Horner video essay that I recorded ready to post by the beginning of the year, and I couldn't even edit that. So, man, a lot of work backed up, but hey, it's all good. It's starting to give. Hard work is starting to pay off. Seeing some people subscribing, following, commenting, enjoying some stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good holiday break. I hope your physical media got a little bit bigger over the holiday break thanks to Santa and family and friends. Mine got a little bit. I got a little bit. Just a couple of stuff to show you. Not much. Nothing crazy, but I did get a couple of cool stuff. Some from friends and some from family and some from myself. Some of them I feel like some of the best gifts that you can give yourself is just straight up yourself. But so yeah, for today's stream, I wanted to show you guys what I got over the holidays, like some couple of cool records, some cool 4K movies. But mainly I wanted to talk to you about physical media resolutions for 2026. I came up with 10 that I wrote for myself. Came up with 10 stuff related to physical media this year that I want to either do differently, do new, just a couple of things. And as we're live, if you guys are here watching this live, feel free to comment with your own if you've given this some thought, because I would really like to discuss, maybe actually borrow yours or not, get some ideas. I think it'd be really cool to just kind of have fun and thinking about like, oh, what would I, in this hobby, crazy world, what are the things that I would kind of like to do differently, do new, explore, upgrade, downgrade, anything. So feel free to comment. But yeah, I'll go over those 10s, which by the way, new journal. I want to, just keep writing down content ideas, stuff like that. I mean, it's easier to write them down than to actually make them edit. There's like a backlog, but I'll share with this soon. But all right, let's start with some show and tell, some of the stuff I got. Let's start with what do you say? 4K movies. Let's start with some 4K movies. I got here are what I got over the holiday. Well, this is actually cheating. Actually, and it's also, I don't know, not that much, but this isn't. Technically, this is everything that goes into the Media Vault new, but actually, I gave some of these to people, so it's not really all I got. But let's start with the ones that I got. Let's put these three aside. Let's start with the ones I got. And by the way, if you're in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'm streaming right now, YouTube, horizontal, vertically, Twitch and Instagram, and I should be able to see the Instagram chat. Again, this social ninja blade never takes up the Instagram chat. I'm just gonna quickly just go over there just to see if it's working, if someone's commenting on that. Nah, man, the Instagram chat's not working. Dang. Well, let me see. Let me give it one right. Someone commented. Shout out to Arrow Hesse. I saw him comment. And I couldn't see it on the social ninja. Like, man, this thing, the Instagram on this thing just like never works. Refresh. All right. Well, if you're watching on Instagram, I guess jump over if you want on YouTube. I can definitely see your chats there, but let's see. Desk camera. Don't fail me. Come on. Don't you go dying on me. All right. Yeah, it works. Okay. I got Major League. This went down to $12. And I thought, yeah, I'll grab it for that price. One of my favorite sports comedy. Man, I still haven't opened it, but hey, American Express, don't leave home without it. I mean, I can quote this thing. Just a little bit outside. Man, this movie rocks. But it was, I would have paid 20 something, but you know, hey, I had a feeling this was gonna come down to the $12 mark, which is what it came down, and I got it. But yeah, this is just, I mean, what can you say, man? A classic, one of the best sports comedies. Standard special features doesn't, nothing here like, oh, there's a cool commentary, which would like to hear. Just probably a couple of, but so yeah, I got that one. So this is the kind of shit that I feel like I've been wanting to buy for the media vault. This is the kind of stuff I wanted to buy. I have John Carpenter's Vampires. Not exactly the best, but I don't know. This is where my heart is at nowadays. Just wanting to have fun with B movies, like the kind of stuff that I would pick on a random Friday blockbuster night when I went and actually didn't find the new release that I was hoping to get. It was like all rented, and I would be like, this looks good, $2 because it's not a new release. Whatever, I'll give it a try, and I'll have fun Friday night. Scream Factory. Release for Scream Factory, and this one actually we have like some pretty cool special features. Let's see. Yeah, audio commentary with John Carpenter. Time to kill some vampires. Interview with John Carpenter, producer Sandy. Oh man, yeah, pretty cool. I don't know if someone watching on the chat or what are your thoughts on John Carpenter Vampires? I think it's fun, man. I think it's cool. I like it. I remember the trailer. There's that shot where like the vampire just flies and they're trying to get away, almost like Jurassic Park T-Rex scene. They're trying to get away on the car and it's just like and flies. And I remember being like, "Holy shit, that's so fucking cool." Man, Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore, had to. By the way, I still haven't seen the second one. Should I bother? I don't know. I feel like it seemed like it was like pretty bad. Let me know if I should watch the second one. But come on, one of the best comedies. Absolutely Hall of Fame moment for Adam Sandler. This or Billy Madison. I picked this, but just tap it in. Yeah, also this was a pretty good price also. This was on the thing is, yeah, it's like there's a lot of comedies that I want to buy on 4K that I've been meaning to add, and it's just I don't want to pay the $29.99 for them. Like, but it's dropping off to the teens. Like I think this was maybe 18, 16 over the holiday. So I got these three. And then actually the next three, I gave them out as presents to my wife. First, I have the Shrek 4 movie collection. Now, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I famously get in trouble for this. I am not a Shrek person. They're not my jam. They're not my thing. Maybe the second one is the best, but still, I don't go crazy for them. But my wife likes them. And this actually went down to, this is the best buy out of them all in terms of price. This went down to $27, which, shit, even at that price, I can't pass it up for a movie, 4K, $27. So yeah, this was sort of like the steal. So I got it for her as a present. And then excitingly, so one of the things that I have to say I have to recognize is that the releases on 4K are very much the bro film catalog. Like you're gonna see the Stanley Kubrick's, Christopher Nolan's, like all the film bro Mount Everest picks. Those are the ones that are gonna get released on 4K, and it's like, man, it's we need other type of movies too, not just the Hall of Fame of film bro movies. So finally, we're getting some, and I was able to give my wife some pretty good 4K releases. But the first one is the Pride and Prejudice, the 2000 and man, what was this? 2004 or 5. But anyway, I mean, to me, the Dario Marianelli score for this is one of my favorite scores of all time. So even just that, but I actually also really like this movie. Really great movie. The transfer is supposed to be really good. So yeah, I'm really pumped to finally be having these kinds of movies that I can add to the collection, and both myself and my wife can get excited. And then this next one, 25th anniversary, Bring It On, from Shout Studios, Shout Selects. And this one I was really excited when I saw this. I was like, oh man, that's what I'm gonna give for sure. Because now this being like a boutique Shout Studios, I know it's gonna presentation's gonna be flawless. It's gonna be packed with some really cool special features. By the way, that desk cam is like way up high. Let me see if I can. You basically can't see shit. All right, I think that's better. But yeah, the special features here I find really cool. I know that they're gonna come packed with more than the usual studio release. So yeah, I was really excited. Chat Select, Bring It On. So that's what I've got in terms of the 4K over the holidays. Pretty cool stuff. And let's go with some records that I was able to add. So let's see. Up first, my wife gave me this as a gift. Pirates of the Caribbean. Finally. Hey, what's up, Space 3691? What's up, Ben? How are the holidays? How did it go? Did you get any cool physical media stuff? Anything onto the collection? Drop down in the comments. Also, we're not there yet, but we're going to be talking about some resolutions, physical media 2026 resolutions. Let me know if there's anything that you're hoping to do this year. But yeah, I mean, finally, we're getting some Pirates of the Caribbean. Both myself and my wife are pretty big fans of the trilogy. I don't want to quote her on that, but I mean, she definitely likes the first one way more than other two. I'm gonna go another hot take. Well, it's not a hot take because I know I'm dead ass wrong. I like Dead Man Chest more. For some reason, Curse of the Black Pearl, it just missed me. I don't know what I was doing. I know that soundtrack. I know finally, but I don't know what I was doing that year. I must have been like on a coma and no one told me, but I missed the Black Pearl. It was just not in my radar. The score, all of it was complete blank. So actually, when Dead Man Chest came out, I had already caught up with Black Pearl. I've seen it in Blu-ray at the time. I think so, Blu-ray. Yeah, Blu-ray. And man, Blu-ray. Yeah, Black Pearl was in Blu-ray. It was among the first ones. I remember my brother had bought this laptop that had laser scribe technology or something, which was you could burn your own DVD movies, but then it had some laser technology that it would do the artwork for you or something like that. So we were like, oh my God, we can do laser artwork. And we rented Black Pearl from Blockbuster, made a copy, and did our own laser one. Man, wow. Whew. Had not thought about that for a minute. But yeah, Dead Man Chest, I like the score for Dead Man Chest. Like, it's not that I don't know if I like it better, but a couple of tracks, the Kraken track I like more. So anyway, but it's glad that we're finally getting them on record, and I hope that this is the start of the other. Well, so in terms of the score, I could maybe the fourth one I could add. It had that cool mermaid track. I don't know if I would add that to my physical, but one and two I would definitely like to add. But I already have like a CD. Oh, that would have been really cool to show. But I do have like a CD Pirates trilogy collection that I got on Amoeba. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I would really like Dead Man Chest to come on vinyl. But hey, at least we have something. It sucks that I did not buy the 4K for Curse of the Black Pearl, the only one that has come out, because apparently the transfer was like, they even were like, honestly, the Blu-ray's better, so don't buy this 4K. It was like that awful. It was such a huge disappointment. I was really excited to be able to get that, so hopefully it gets another transfer. But honestly, the trilogy, that I would like 4K. What else did we get? We got, well, this is actually a gift that I gave, but my wife is perhaps the biggest a Goofy movie fan that I know. I think she was even ahead of the curve, man. Goofy movie has become now like the, I don't know, top 5 and the top 10 Disney merchandise selling stuff. But when I met her, she was like, man, a Goofy movie is like one of the best ones. And after she said that, I started seeing a Goofy movie everywhere pop up, like this sort of reclaiming a Goofy movie as one of the best Disney ones. But so yeah, we had this. Comes from the Disney Music Emporium, the website for Disney Records. Is it called Hollywood Records anymore? Walt Disney Records, but this is a release from them. And I had the picture disc, which was the only thing available, but I'm not that big of a fan of picture disc, so I'm glad that finally we can have this. I mean, eye to eye, even just for that alone. But we did an episode on this this was our first episode of the Song Will Go On podcast. If for some reason someone also listens to the Song Will Go On podcast, me and my wife do a podcast about original movie songs, and this was our first episode. So I got her that one. What else? She gave me. Now this is the holiday gift. Yeah, this was the one. Catch Me If You Can. John Williams. Oof. Ooh, Johnny, my guy. Well, first off, it's a John Williams score. That alone is enough to add it to the media vault. But I love this score. I really actually love the movie too. I like it. It's so rewatchable for me. But man, the score. I was lucky enough. I was at my first time I saw John Williams in concert. I was able to see like a performance of the main title sequence. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I was able to see that performance. Man, the saxophone soloist absolutely killed it. Yes, this also, I hope that this, so in a last couple of months, this came out. It also came out on 4K, which I still haven't gotten, but I'm currently probably gonna pre-order pretty soon. Minority Report also came out on 4K. So what I mean is more Spielberg, John Williams stuff on both vinyl and 4K. Like, I absolutely want and need terminal vinyl. I love that. I mean, I almost Minority Report. Come on, everything. We already got the AI. Thanks for the folks at Mondo for releasing that AI on vinyl. But oh man, please keep them coming. Please. This brings me a lot of joy to know that it's on the media vault. So excited about this. Yeah. Catch Me If You Can. And then I got I got a $100 gift card from my in-laws for Amoeba Music. By the way, thank you. That was great. Love a great gift card for. And I was gonna make a video. I was gonna be like, follow me as I spend $100 gift card in Amoeba. I was too shy. I'm sorry. I tried, but I'm still not there. I'm still not in the recording in public vlogging kind of thing. So I tried, recorded a little bit. I was like, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna have fun and shop. But I still haven't spent the whole gift card. But I did get a couple of things. One, I got. If you saw my favorite 30 albums of the year, I got my number one on vinyl, which is Antidepressants by the London Suede. I mean, I said this in the video, but Dancing with the Europeans, I mean, the whole album is fantastic. I'm not, it's not just like, this ain't the 90s. I didn't just buy the record for just that one song. This whole album is fantastic. But wow, there was like a 2-week stretch where I just was listening to Dancing with the Europeans on repeat. But man, the song, everything from When It Begins to Disintegrate is a great song. Antidepressants, actually, it's like a no skip album. I got this with the gift card. And then I also got, which I was really excited to find, Jazz, the Eternal Now, Chip Wickman, which I think this was number 11 on my list. Was really excited to find this one at a store. It just makes it way more special when I could buy it at a store. So, and I would actually, this is sort of like a crappy show and tell because I'm not opening them. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm out of sleeves. I'm waiting. I think it was going to be delivered today or tomorrow by my protective sleeve. So, I can't quite put them in their final resting place yet. And then the other thing I got myself, which technically wasn't a holiday, maybe this is just a mail day, but I pulled the trigger because there was a restock, and this one I'll open, but Sinners, the score from our friends at Maybach Mutant, and I got a couple of things to say about this beauty. Well, first off, doing the trick. Okay, let's just open this one. And whoops. Well, just to show you how bad I am at unboxing, because I did it off camera, I suppose. Let me adjust that a little bit so it's maybe I zoom in now too much. Maybe just too much. Yes, man. Sinners. Woof. Okay, so here's the story with Sinners. The movie, my favorite of the year. Absolutely love the movie. Oh my God, oh man. Those are the movies that I really miss and want. Here's disc 1. Oof, absolutely. I love the colorway, how they did it. Man, these printed sleeve. Absolutely love the movie. My favorite movie of the year. No contest. And yes, I did see One Battle After Another. I liked it. Number 2, Sinners is my number 1. I actually saw it also on IMAX in Universal City when it was re-released in December 12th, which was actually a back-to-back of One Battle of Another. I watched Sinners at 2 p.m. and then One Battle After Another at 6 p.m., both on the same IMAX screen. Oh, man, my dog is mad as hell because I saw Sinners without him. But and then, all right, so yeah, my proper show and tell about the Sinners score. So I have a video essay of this in the works too. This holiday break was the moment where this score clicked for me. I had listened to it maybe 5 times from start to finish. And for some reason, it just had not clicked. Like, I liked it, but I just couldn't, like, leech on to, like, either a theme or I mean, I know that there was themes, but it's just something in my brain had not clicked. And then I listened to it this holiday break, and I'm obsessed with it now. And part of it is I started connecting some dots and getting really excited about certain things. So I started writing a video essay, and I'm after the James Horner. This is gonna be my second one. It's gonna be a video essay about the music that Ludwig created for this. Already did research, saw a ton of interview with Ludwig talking about it. Oh man, I'm super excited to create that. Even the idea for the thumbnail got me excited. I was trying to find like I'm gonna try to find like a Ludwig Göransson photo, kind of do like this like I don't know, flames coming from him or something, and it's like, "Forgive me, Father, I have sinned. I've created a masterpiece." How Ludwig Göransson made a masterpiece for the Sinners, but lots and lots of more to say about Sinners soon. But all right, so yeah, that's what's new for the Media Vault over the holidays. Pretty good stuff, man. Let's talk some New Year's resolution. Again, shout outs in the chat. Feel free to please jump in. New Year's resolutions for physical media. What is it? But I got my New Year's resolution. I'll start with here. Can you even see now? You can't even see that, but I mean, it's fine. Number one. For number one on my 2026 physical media resolution is slow down with new music. Now, you might be thinking, what do you mean slow down with new music? That's like the best part. Well, this is what I mean is, and I think this is what happened with both Sinners and London Suede, the Antidepressants record, which one was like my number one in score and then my number one in, I don't know, non-soundtrack music. But I've been so sort of like moving on to the next thing when I hear an album that, sometimes you need stuff needs to bake in the oven for you to like really click in. It's not just one listen, not just 2 or 3 listens. I mean, in the case of Sinners, it took me more than 5. And the same with Antidepressants, it's like I listened to it like I think 2 or 3 times. And I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. And then for some reason went back to it while I was driving my car one day or something, and it like, oh my God, it clicked. And the thing is, I had been getting to this habit of sort of like, oh man, this is a really cool album, and then, oh man, this is a really cool album. Oh, and this is a really cool album, and just jump onto the new one. And it's like, take some time when you discover a new album to really be in that album, at least for, if it's like a week, just be in that album. To like really, really appreciate it. Because, by repetition, it's like you really get to appreciate it. So that's what I mean. I want to slow down, take my pace, and make sure I really give the attention it needs to certain, albums and stuff like that. So that's my number one. Number two, this is a continuation, but I want to continue supporting independent artists via Bandcamp. This is one of my favorite things in the last couple of, I would say, year and a half, maybe 2 years. But I've been, like, for example, this here, this is, yeah, it does that weird thing. It always jumps to that. I don't know, but here I'm in my Bandcamp. This album, The Minute, by this collaboration by Jadi and Duet. But The Minute, this collaboration is like one of my favorite releases in the last 2 years. I think this is 2023 or late 2024. No, late 2024. Actually, I can just look it up here, dumbass. August 30th, 2024. I bought this like a couple of ones straight from Bandcamp, and honestly, I am enjoying so much doing this. It sucks that some of it is UK and it's shipping, and I have to feel like I can't just do this every time. I have to a little bit pay a little bit more. But man, I really like buying straight from them. Usually these albums are kind of very limited, so you do really feel like you're getting something like really special too. It's like if you like right now, I missed out on the cassette from the minute. I would absolutely like that. Oh man, I would absolutely want that. So anyway, but I want to continue this trend. I want to buy more from here, straight back constraint for them. I actually have this one, but that's what I mean. I want to continue that. It's I don't know. It's just really fun. Some really great products you can find. So that's what I mean. Number 3. Now this might be this. Well, oh, let me go back. This might be a weird one. I want to add books to physical media collection, to include that in the media vault. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about it. I mean, I think right, books are physical media technically, but this is kind of what I mean by this is, well, first off, I'm a notoriously bad reader. Every year I want to do better at reading. Every year it's the same resolution. It's even pointless to write that. So maybe this is a way to tackle that untackleable resolution of reading more. But in a trip to Portland, I discovered this just really cool store called Parallel Worlds. Here, actually, you are seeing a little bit. Let me put it on the. Again with the switching, man. All right. So I discovered this really cool store at Parallel Worlds Bookshop in Portland. It's specializes in sci-fi. It's a pretty small store, but this picture here is showing they had this wall of just mass market paperbacks, and I was immediately like, oh my god, that looks so cool. What is that? Like all the covers were like among the coolest cover designs I have seen. And this moment where I walked in this store and saw this started me going through a new rabbit hole, which I don't need any more rabbit holes, but goddamn, I got pushed headfirst into this one. And then I bought a couple of them. By the way, they had them like shrink wrap seal, which I also thought was like the coolest. You know what, you can just read them, and I even bought a machine so that I can open them, I read them, and then again put them shrink wrap so you preserve them, and they just look like, oh my god, so cool. So I wanted to create my own mass market paperback wall and collection. I just thought the cover designs were art, you know. They're just, I'm on like, I would buy a poster just with that artwork. It was like the coolest thing. And then, you know, slowly I started going down, you know, buying, collecting. I would absolutely show you guys a couple of them, the ones that I have. It's just they are actually in a box in storage, so I don't have them handy, and I didn't want to open boxes just to find them, but I do have a couple of ones. So that's what I want. I wanna bring books into the media vault, physical media. When we're talking about the media vault, they should be included in that. All right, that was number 3. Number four, I have get my partner, my wife, a modified iPod Classic. And this is something I was already thinking about it 2 years ago, but I don't know if you guys know, but there is quite a culture in going back and using iPod Classics, which absolutely support that, but also modifying iPod Classics to either add USB-C connection, Bluetooth, more storage, just different things. And you know, I was having a conversation with here. There's a website. This is, for example, this is one of the websites. I brought it just for the show and tell of it all. Yeah, it's gonna go back to there. I get it. But playermods.com. But you can either buy them already modified, just someone does it for you. You buy them, and that's good. You have it, or you can buy the parts yourself if you are more on the do it yourself and you're tech savvy, you can do the upgrades yourself. But I was having a conversation with my wife, and she was describing all the things that she was dissatisfied with Spotify and streaming. And I'm like, yeah, you're preaching to the choir. Like, I hear you, It's like, I was like, sorry, I left that train a while ago because I switched to Rune and I don't have those certain specific problems, which were one, the shuffle does not exist. True shuffle does not exist. The days where you actually had your iPod and you can just press shuffle and you know that anything and everything was in play. Versus I have a Hall of Fame film music playlist in Spotify. It was like about almost 3,000 tracks. And I played shuffle, and every time it was the same old stuff. And it's like, come on, man, there's 3,000 tracks. You can't always play Star Wars. Like, you can't always play this. And it's like, Spotify kind of just plays you what they want to play you, and it's BS. So, shuffle, having more control of your library. She was like, I'm so frustrated that I can't really see, like, all my albums this way, or I can't play. It's like a lot of stuff. And I was like, man, if you get your hands on an iPod Classic and just go back to that experience, it sounds like you'll be in like music nirvana. So I want to see if I can make that happen this year. And, just, hey, come on down. Come on to this side. Let's go. So that's a number 4. Number 5. Let's see what I have at number 5. Oh yeah. So number 5, I want to create a PlayStation 1 CD player. This is similar to what we were talking about, the iPods, and I actually already have them. I bought 2 of them used on eBay, super cheap. So I bought 2 because I'm really bad at do it yourself projects. So I know I'm going to mess up one of them. So I need a second one. One of them is like the guinea pig to like mess that up. But yes, I got an original PlayStation. And actually this one doesn't even matter that it's like pretty beat up. By all case, even more because I'm going to do a lot of project to it, sanded, like it's even more of a challenge the more beat up it is to kind of restoration. But the reason I want to do this is, well, one, it's got to be fun, but 2, there's another subculture of, if you know, apparently the PlayStation 1 is, let me see if I think I had it queued up. I had it queued up and then it went away. I'm just checking the Instagram still. Sorry, can see your, but yeah. The PlayStation 1 is apparently low-key a pretty good CD player, technology-wise, audio quality-wise. And there is, man, I gotta search this for a moment so you guys can see. But there is basically, people buy them and modify them. They specifically, one of the things I really want to do is they cut a hole here and add plexiglass so you can actually see the CD spinning. And some of them just end it like that, make it really nice and just leave it with the original PlayStation aesthetic. But some people, go on board and even add like LED lights here, change the color, sand the whole thing, carbon fiber, like as creative as you can get. And I just thought that was really cool. So let me see, PS1 CD player custom. Here, let's see if you guys. So let me see if we can see some images. So here, just so you guys can see. But no, that's it's open. Oh, here. This is a good example of an image here. If you can see this. Oh, it's taking me to Instagram. Come on. Well, all right. This is a reel. So, yeah. This is a pretty one straightforward. I want to do that. But I've seen even crazier ones. I mean, look at this one. Make it look like a tube amplifier. Now that's sick. Oh, and the glossy finish. Nah, that's a pro job. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, man. This is a really cool one. So, oh, look at that. Umbrella Corporation. Nice. This is pretty cool. Whoever did this, a work of art. Yeah, it's cool. Come on. But yeah. Oh, that's a cool one. I like the buttons on the side. So anyway, I want to do this is the, well, I don't know what exactly you were, but maybe you were probably seeing the photos of the PlayStation 1, the modified M, but yeah, man, that's another world. Look it out. Wish me luck. Like I said, I suck at do it yourself projects, but hopefully I can tackle this one. I bought the tool and you like make, yeah, I think you cut out here and then you add the plexiglass underneath it, but I don't know. I want to make it like a gigawatts theme PlayStation 1 CD player. I'm trying to do that. Obviously, I'll be leaning to the cassette futurism aesthetics if I can. So that's a project I have. And then let's see, number 6 on my, again, we're going through 2026 physical media resolutions. Drop in the comment if you have any. Maybe give me some ideas. I can steal yours. I got 10. Maybe I'll add some 11 and 12 based on what you guys said. Number 6. What do I have at number 6? The Song Will Go On cassettes. So yes, this is actually, I've had this for a while, and this is the year that I want to do it. So like I mentioned, I do a podcast called The Song Will Go On, and we do just really funny, informative deep dives into like original songs, mostly hopefully like WTF, like think MC Hammer in the Addams Family. It's just some crazy stuff happens in that world that we kind of want to put a spotlight on it. We've been on a hiatus for a bit, but we are returning. We're actually working on a Goo Goo Dolls Freddy's Dead song, I'm Awake Now. That's going to be our first return. And then we're going to do Coyote Ugly. So, but I used to do for the podcast, the artwork of the episodes. I used to do these, obviously I need to queue it up on the computer. I used to do these tape cassette covers for every episode. That was like sort of like the artwork. As an age will. So I had a lot of fun just designing these. You know, it was just something fun. But I've always wanted to make them real. Like I wanted to actually record. I have a reel-to-reel tape recorder. And I wanted to I have a cassette recorder, and I wanted to transfer the actual MP3 of the podcast into a cassette and then print that out and make it. And then, I don't know, send it to some friends or like even here, like Rob Harvilla from 60 Songs That Explain the 90s. He was a saint for coming in on the podcast and being a guest. Absolutely so cool from him to just make our day with that appearance. But yeah, send him, hey, here's a cassette of the episode that you were a guest in, and just kind of like this sort of like memorabilia. So I want to do that. That would be really fun. So that's number 6 on my 2026 physical media resolution. Again, going down the list. What up, Gayla Hooks? What up, man? What's up in the chat? Let me know. Do you have any physical media 2026 resolutions? Some stuff you want? You want to start? You want to abandon? A new niche you want to explore? A new rabbit hole you want to go down? Let me know. Maybe I can get some ideas from you. Number seven, I have expand my 4K boutique movie knowledge and collection. Oh, I'm still in that one. All right. Number seven, expand my 4K boutique movie knowledge and collection. Now, this is frustrating because I do have a decent amount of physical media Blu-ray collection, Blu-rays and 4K Blu-ray collection. But apart from Criterion and Arrow Video, I pretty much have studio releases. And I've been seeing a lot of people's collection and really want to get into the boutique stuff. Like, for example, here I have, let's go on a web page, but this is an example. This one's probably on the top of my list. It's Vanguard Syndrome. And this is how I would go about releasing 4K in terms of the the packaging, the artwork, how it's presentable. This is the stuff that I would really, really be excited to add to the Media Vault. The thing that why it's holding me back here is, honestly, I don't know where to start. I don't these usually are niche movies that I'm pretty sure most of them I would find really entertaining and like. It's not that, but I don't know them, and it's like, damn, buying something blind. I mean, I actually know Troll 2. I know Troll 2, but doing a blind buy for $35, that's what's always sort of like, and I wanna. That will be the perfect thing, is to see them for the first time in this release, because they probably go all out, really good 4K transfer. So I'd rather watch them for the first time with that than looking it up online. So, but I don't know. So I'm asking you guys for help. If you have any, where should I begin? Let's just, even if I just pick Vanguard Syndrome, there's way more other boutique labels that I want to explore. But if I'm just picking this one, what is a good entryway? Something that I can, it's a really good bet that even if I have to blind buy it, I know, hey man, the chances are you're gonna dig this. So feel free to spend the 30 something bucks. But yeah, I wanna dive more into these boutique labels, and this is one that I'm not gonna give them when I buy them. I'm not gonna give them that treatment that you saw my first video of, putting them in the sleeves. I'm doing that for just the studio releases. This I would really like to also have it on, showcase it and put it on a bookshelf. So, man, hopefully, yeah. I mean, shop. I just don't know, man. Don't know where to begin. I mean, Vampire, that could be a really cool one. The covers are insanely cool. Yeah. Man, I wish I could design covers like this. That would be so much fun. I didn't get either the drawing or graphic design gene, but those look really cool. Well, that's what I got at my number 7. Number 8. This is a lame one, but I have to. I have to organize my Discogs. And what this means is, for example, I just got those records. What I should do right now is scan the barcode and make sure they're added so I know it's there and I don't miss track of it. But unfortunately, I didn't do that for a while, and now I just have a backlog of organizing and adding to the collection. So my Discog is out of sync, but I need to keep it up to date because it sucks to say, but sometimes you'll be like, do I have this version? Did I have this? Or I not? And it's led me to buy two copies of I Know What You Did Last Summer. And worst of, 2 copies of The Green Mile in 4K. Like, come on. It should have been avoided. You can't do that. No. Ugh. Anyway, number 8, organize my Discogs. And number 9, fix my record storage. Now, this is a very me problem, but if for some reason someone's watching this and has a similar problem, hey, I think I have a solution. But the way that I store my records, this is, right now I'm showing you a picture. I'm going to put it full screen. Right now I'm showing you a picture of my record storage. This bookshelf, this shelving unit that I got. It's not meant for records. It's not for records. But I was really adamant. I wanted to do this because, one, I feel like by not having the side walls, by having them open, it feels like the room just breathes a little bit easier. It doesn't feel like here's a giant the IKEA Kallax. Here's a giant block. It's almost like pulling down the windows on a car or something, or opening the window. It just makes it breathe a little bit. But unfortunately, my records don't stand up quite right. And I use something here. Let me see that I took. See, so there's a photo. I use these transparent acrylic bookmarks, and they do a decent job. But I've got so many of them, and they start to bend, and it's just not working, and it's just really annoying. So from a practical perspective, I like the visual of it, but it leaves something to be desired on the practical. So I found this here. I have a 3D printer. I dabble in 3D printing, and I found this really cool solution that I'm hoping it works, but I 3D printed this, and this is actually half of it. It actually, on the actual design, was longer, but let me see, put this on the desk view. But if you can see, so what I'm hoping is this actually goes on the back so that this will keep my records straight, and I'll use this in the middle just so they can, instead of flopping and going down and waving, they can be in the middle. So I'll report back and let you guys know how it went. This was my first test pressing. I'm not gonna print them. I'm not gonna print it white. Print it black. But that's what I'm hoping to do. Hopefully this will fix my records storage and it'll be a lot nicer. But number 9, that's on my resolution. And then the last one. Number 10 on my physical media 2026 resolution is I want to design my own music player. Yes, from scratch. I want to create a gigawatts, one-of-a-kind music player. And here's what I mean. I'll give you this as an example. So I have a 3D printer, and I really am into cyberdeck and creating these retro futuristic devices. I haven't, but I really love what people create. I've used my 3D printing from other stuff, but I have bought some supplies to start in some projects. And for example, this is something where, here I'll show you on my desk, but this is a five 5-inch LCD display that I bought. Let me see if I can take it out. But this is just basically the part. This is a screen, an LCD screen, and here you have back the connectors of stuff, so like a Raspberry Pi Zero HDMI. So this will be the screen of a building block. So, I was just thinking, well, I mean, man, what if I had to like design a music player from scratch? Like, what would it be? Would I make it, I don't know, like a Nintendo Power Glove or something like that? Would I try to make almost like a Soon block type of thing? Would I make it like an Apple Watch? I was like, wow, like the possibilities are endless. Like if you're starting from scratch, and I have sort of like, I learned how to use Fusion 360 to design things in 3D, and then print them. I'm very, very beginner level, so this would be a challenge, but it's a really cool challenge. So, and then I just want to, like, what would a gigawatts music player look like? That's the challenge. And here's like something, for example, what I would use. So there's this website. Shout out if you know it. So Adafruit. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce nothing, man. That's like my least skill in life. It's how to pronounce and spell things. But Adafruit, this is where I bought that LCD screen. And it's basically a website for people who just create their own things, whatever it is, whether it's a sword for cosplay or an LED sign, or, man, just like the possibilities are really, whatever creativity you have, you can do it here. You can find the parts. So this is what I'll use. I probably will use like a Raspberry Pi to power the music player, but the other products, and then soldering and, I don't know, designing it. And yeah, that's what I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back to this at the end of the year and see if I made the gigawatts music player or not. I hope so. I think it would be really cool. I mean, what would you recommend? Like, come on, like, I'm inviting you guys to the engineering brainstorming process. Like, I don't know, like, for some reason, I've been thinking along the lines of something like a square, but not like an Apple Watch, a little bit bigger. And what I like about, I don't know, like something where it has like on the top, it would have like on the top and bottom, almost similar to like a watch where you can put straps on it. But instead of straps, like something where it's like you could like rig it to different places if you wanted to rig, or like just mount it. I don't know. That's where sort of like my head is at for a moment. It's like, oh, what if it was so versatile that you can just add it to anything, I don't know. I'm also thinking that a mini disc players look really cool, something along that line, and maybe there's like an SD card slot, and you instead of a mini disc, you put like an SD card slot with your music, and you can either take it out and exchange stuff. So I don't know, maybe if you had like an SD card and it's like you could put it in your arm, you can put it somewhere else, but you can load it with SD cards. I think I like the idea of a music player having like cartridges. So that's cool. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I'll have the journal here to, I don't know, do some drawings, and, man, hopefully I could really design something cool. Obviously, if I do, I'll document the whole process. I'll make a video out of it, and take feedback from this growing community, hopefully. And then you guys can say, hey, this sucks. You should add this. You should add that. And I don't know, maybe make something cool. Honestly, one of the inspirations, there's this content creator on YouTube. He's really really popular. He's done just some amazing products, but I think it's Scott Yang. He did the Mac, like, portable Mac Mini, or like a Macintosh Mac Mini stuff, and oh my god, I'm a sucker for that. Those some really cool devices, and I saw his content and I was like, wow, this is the next level of layer of creativity, and in terms of media, is not just making videos, but making physical things. And that's what sort of got me into, like, I need to learn how to use Fusion. That was my one, the CAD design software. I learned that a little bit. I've been designing a couple things. Got the 3D printer from Bamboo Labs, which is one of my favorite purchases ever, especially definitely in the non-physical media part of it. So, man, those are my 2026 resolutions. They say that if you write them down, you are statistically way more likely to follow through on them. So, and I did that actually one year, and I hit almost all of them. So I vouch for that. I'm on board with that. So those are my 2026 resolutions. Like I said, please comment below and let me know which ones are. I would love to go back and forth and talk about the ones that you guys have. As always, thank you so much. If you watch this video, whether you watched it live or afterwards, I keep saying this is gonna be my, I guess, tagline. It's like, there's just so much stuff that you can watch. So it really is flattering that you spend some time watching this channel and supporting it, and spread the word, like and subscribe, but also just share and be part of it. That will really help the channel grow. And as the channel grow, I can dedicate more bandwidth. And by the way, yes, soundtrack content is coming more. I've been working on the video essays. I'm doing the James Horner one. I already recorded. And there's a live where I streamed like the teaser for it. And I just need to edit it. Once I edit that one, Sinners is gonna be my next video essay. And I got a couple of other ones, really cool ones. They are also, Coraline possibly I want to do something with. So yes, more soundtrack content is coming. That's what people who have followed this channel from the beginning are used to. But this is another way to keep in touch and not have the channel be dormant for months. And also, it's really fun for me too, just expressing this other side of my collector and love of music and film. So, well, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.